Welcome back, everybody. This is our second ever 3D and 5D monthly tarot card reading. As you all know, I do these readings on Facebook under Alexander Mazzone, M-A-Z-Z-O-N-E, if you want to check those out, if you are new to these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 cards for each week. One card is for what's going on in the 3rd dimension, and the other card for what's going on a little bit further upstairs in 5D. There will be 3 cards at the end, which will be a past, present, future message from all of our higher selves. So basically the collective of higher selves. So here we go. Some card readers say not to bridge your cards. So I don't believe in that. My teacher didn't believe in that. So do whatever feels right to you. Stop following all the rules. Okay, here we go. Okay. 3D. Future. That's an easy one. Okay. People are learning, that's for sure. Get a little crystal ball. So, 3D card of the day, or the week rather. So, starting from right now, August 1st, we have the 5 of Swords. So, very, very 3D card. This card comes up very often in my weekly readings. All right, you have 2 people. This person looks like he got a good deal. This person looks like he's a little sad. He might have gotten screwed over a little bit. Okay? So, you're this guy. Okay? So do the right thing. Let's go this route, not this route. Okay? Let's do, this gives 2 possible outcomes. So very, very 3D card. It represents choices. It represents you have the choice to do the right thing or the wrong thing. So, I mean, if you do the wrong thing, you're doing the wrong thing essentially to yourself. It will come back to you. So is it worth it? That's for you to decide. 5D card of the week. The Magician. Could it get more 5D? Okay, we have all the elements on the table, and we're manifesting. Okay, so it's going to be a great week. Yellow is always good in the tarot. So you need all 4 elements to create. So make sure you're getting all 4 elements. Make sure that you people in 5D are being hydrated, the cup. You're getting sun, the pentacle, the fire. You're going outdoors. We got the earth. And the sword. You're using your mind still. It's mind, body, spirit. So make sure you're staying active. Make sure you're using your mind. And make sure you're just taking care of your vessel on all segments. Okay? 3D card of next week. Week 2 of August. Okay? We've got the King of Cups. Okay? This is a very loving man. Okay? He's the most loving man in the deck. The King of Cups. So the sign here is divine masculine. If he is the most loving man, that makes him the divine masculine of the tarot. So, awaken that divine masculine. It's quite a challenge for these people in 3D. So, to get into a more 5th dimensional mind state, if that's what you're after, be more loving. If you're not trying to move into a more 5th dimensional mind state, it could just represent, maybe call your dad, maybe do something nice for others. It's a very loving card. It's showing a loving man. So if you're a woman, don't be like, oh, that has nothing to do with me, because obviously it still does. We both have masculine and feminine aspects. don't we? Okay, the 5D card shows a trip. Okay, so this is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords usually represents going to the water. Okay, going to the water. Is this representing going to the water? No, it's not. Okay, this one is representing taking a trip, but taking a trip in 5D, so taking a trip in the astral. Okay, so this is maybe a little bit of past life regression for you people that know how to do it. Maybe a little bit more meditation next week. This is to have a trip inside of an etheric, inside a spiritual aspect. It's telling you to take a trip inside your mind, clearly, because it's not in a physical locale. So what could this trip mean? Like I said, past life regressions, maybe some soul retrieval, things like that. Take care of something in this week to come, the week after this one, where you are meditating more. If you don't know how to do any past life regressions or soul retrieval, if you're watching this video right away, it gives you a chance to go buy a book or ask a friend. I'm also here for you guys if you need to ask. I'm very well versed in both of those things. 3D. 3 weeks from now, 3D card. All right, we get the Three of Cups. This card can represent a lot of things, okay? This card usually represents a party, but it can represent that there are too many people in the picture. So, if this card comes up with your significant other, it can mean they might be up to no good. Is that what it's representing here? No. It's just representing summer's coming to an end. People are partying. People are having a good time and celebrating. So, I mean, there's going to be 3 weeks from now. What week will that be? Yeah, one of the third week of August. Okay, that'll be the 21st when that card kicks in. So, as of the 21st, or is that the 21st? Well, 1st? 7th? No, that's the 14th. I'm sorry. So August 14th. August 14th, people are going to be partying. You're going to have some parties coming up. Just people probably in those areas where it gets colder sooner and kids are going back to school. There's going to be a lot of vacationing and having fun. What do we have here for 5D? We have the Queen of Cups, the most intuitive woman in the deck. So how funny. We got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And we're soon to see the Page of Cups for next week 3D. Queen of Cups, what has she got going on? Okay, in a 5D. So we have the most intuitive woman in the deck. It's just more work. It's more mind state. You see, she's one of the only more physical characters that has her foot in the water. When the foot is in the water in the tarot, it's representing being multidimensional. It's representing being in Earth and then piercing through to another place. So being in two places at once, piercing the veil, so to speak. So, looks like there's a lot of intuitive, not so much work. It doesn't have to be work. It's fun to meditate. It's fun to go on these journeys. So it looks like you're doing some journeying, and then once you get back, whatever you get back from that intuitive work, and week 2, you're going to be using that to just be in a more intuitive state, be in a more present state, and get just your spiritual practice on point. It's a great card, Queen of Cups. Okay, the last week, the week of 8/21 and after, we've got the Page of Cups, okay? The Page of Cups is an intuitive child. It represents an intuitive boy, sometimes a girl, okay? So it's showing me that a lot of people in 3D, they're looking at things different. They're seeing the same times on the clocks. They're seeing weird signs on license plates and all sorts of different things around you. I know you guys are waking up out there. I see it all the time. So you're starting a journey. You're starting an intuitive journey. That's what this guy's doing. He's got the blue hat. Blue is a spiritual color. Large hats means a lot of thoughts on the mind. So some sort of intuitive practice is starting, or people are just starting to remember their dreams. Just things are shifting for people in 3D in late August. Late August, last card of the month, 5D. We've got the Seven of Swords. What is this person doing? They're moving one direction, but they're not looking where they're going, okay? So, they feel like they're leaving things behind, okay? Maybe there are things that they should leave behind, okay? Swords in 5D represent attachments. Swords represent things that you need to sever ties, cut things out of your life, all right? Sometimes you have to remove people so you can It's almost like the balloon. The balloon has weights on it. You have to sometimes cut weights so the balloon can go a little bit higher. So if you have those weights, then cut them. All right, there's this spiritual work that you're doing where the faster you go forward, some people worry about stepping out of the matrix because they think if they step out of the matrix, they're going to leave behind their friends and their loved ones. So not true. You can always go back. They can always come back. They'll reach out to you. So sometimes it's good to give yourself space and look where you're going, okay? All right, so I got a past, present, future slot. In the past, we have a fighting family. In the present, we have this ultra-spiritual guy, this King of Wands, this masculine energy of spirituality. I love this card because it's such a blending of the masculine and the feminine, because the wand is a very spiritual practice. It's almost like he's a wizard. And being this man, the king, the highest point in the suit, what does that make him? It makes him this masculine and feminine balanced dude, okay? So that's what we have in the present, representing. And this is a message from our higher selves, like I said. And what do we have in the future? Could there be more spirit? One of my favorite cards in the deck, the star, represents higher self, represents spirit guides. So what does this say? It says, quite simply, fighting family in the past, masculine spiritual person in the feminine spiritual masculine blend in the future, right now, present moment, and in the future, the spirit guide, okay? So that's pretty simple, okay? You had these issues in the past, you didn't know what to do. Now, you're this more spiritual being than you were before. And what are you moving towards? You're moving towards being in closer connection with spirit. So if you don't have a spirit guide, if you're not in close connection with your highest or higher self, then that's what's coming for you, okay? So, ways to work on this, like I said, mind, body, spirit. Are you working on your mind, your body? Are you working on the full segments? I see a lot of people that meditate a lot, and they eat good, and they do this and that, but they're not working out. You have to work out. And then I see people that are working out, but they're not doing anything for their mind. They're not reading. They're not playing chess. There's things that you can do that challenge your mind that you should be doing. So, a lot of spiritual work. It looks like you guys are doing things from the past. You're retrieving things from the past. You're doing some past life regression to better understand yourself spiritually, so you can get in touch with this spirit guide this month, okay? Well, that's what your higher self wants you to do. What you're going to do, you can go out to a bar every night and drink, but that's not what your spirit wants you to do, but you already knew that. I love you guys. Namaste. I'll see you next month. Enjoy your summer.